Hello everyone, I'm Leon Thomas Lewick. Here's your political news roundup for Thursday, April 29th. The oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico is much worse than first thought, enough so to draw comment today from President Obama. He said the leak triggered by the explosion and sinking of a British petroleum offshore drilling rig last week is of national significance. He said the Department of Interior will head to the Gulf site to determine the cause of the accident and inspect other rigs. Obama said if necessary, the U.S. military would be called on to play a role in the situation. The oil slick is threatening the coasts of 4 Gulf states and is expected to hit shore sometime on Friday. A group of senators is out with new legislation to regulate the bankrolling of political ads. The bill is in response to a Supreme Court ruling last January saying unions, companies, and others are free to spend whatever they please on political causes. That ruling drew sharp criticism from President Obama and others. The new bill is backed by a group of Democratic senators led by New York's Charles Schumer. It would require unions or companies to clearly identify themselves as sponsors of the ads and disclose the spending on their websites and to their shareholders. President Obama's choice for the number 2 spot on the Federal Reserve is San Francisco Fed President Janet Yellen. Her nomination to the seat of Fed Vice Chairman requires confirmation by the Senate, as do 2 other board nominations Obama made today to fill vacancies. Ms. Yellen has served as president of the San Francisco Fed since 2004. And Florida Governor Charlie Crist is widely expected to announce this afternoon he's leaving the Republican Party. Instead, he'll run for the U.S. Senate as an independent. Crist was facing a tough fight in the Republican primary for the seat from state legislator Marco Rubio. Texas Senator John Cornyn, who's chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, says if Crist leaves the Republicans, he should give back the campaign money given to him by the GOP's Political Action Committee. And tonight brings the final televised debate in Great Britain's wide-open election for Prime Minister. Incumbent Gordon Brown, Conservative David Cameron, and the Liberal Democrats' Nick Clegg will try to impress the voters ahead of next Thursday's elections. The primary topic of the debate will be the English economy. Brown is also expected to address an offhanded comment he made this week, referring to a woman who questioned immigration policy as being bigoted. That's your political roundup for Thursday, April 29th. I'm Leon Thomas Lewick. Stay logged on to rttnews.com for more on these and other political and financial news stories throughout the day.